Hello and welcome back to the Chromecast at the Rising Moon. My name is Elaine, and on this channel I do weekly energy reads, monthly energy reads, both with candle magic assistance. I do divine message and spirit guide message reads. I do yes and no tarot, all with candle magic assistance. And what does candle magic assistance mean? It means that I anoint these candles with specific oils, sometimes fluids, which sounds worse than it is, in order to bring in energies that will help clarify and aid the reading process. Today's candles were washed in moon water that was charged in the Taurus full moon, that was last fall, and then they were also all anointed with Joy Gem Elixir. And the reason I did that is that I'm trying to make this as positive an outcome as I can. This is a yes and no pick a card presentation. We have 6 piles today. It is going to be a little bit rapid paced. Each pile will have 3 piles. It is the current situation, the current outlook, and then the final answer. Things will be clarified as they need to be. Please do keep in mind that this is a general reading. Let tarot confirm your answers rather than determine them. Tarot is considered an entertainment form. Now, I do believe in divination quite clearly, but do make sure that you are the person determining your path. We're going to have 6 piles. We have the first pile has the white candle, the second pile has the blue candle, the third pile has the pink candle, the fourth pile has the red candle, the fifth pile has the yellow candle, and then the 6th pile has the green candle. There's going to be an insert and amendment so that you can pick your pile, and the way that you do that is to kind of concentrate, look at it, breathe deeply, see which one is calling out to you. That is the pile that contains your answer. Couple of more things before I get to the insert. I don't do a lot of astrological predictions inside of my reads, but I do know a very good tarot card reader who is on YouTube. That is the Immaterial Garden, which is Primordial Flowers Tarot. I'll have a link to that in the description below. And then also, my friend Jacob does a style that's very similar to mine over on Southern Style Readings. You can check him out as well. And then finally, if you're interested in answers about your love life, which is also not something that I specialize in, my friend over at Libra Loves Jones Tarot and Chat is very, very good at twin flame readings. So again, thank you for joining me. There's going to be an insert in a moment so that you can pick your pile. Hello and welcome back. If you chose pile number 1 with the white candle, then this is your reading. The point of anointing candles with various substances is that it helps amplify energy. That's what candle magic does. It uses the candles as a tool. You are always the projection of energy. You are the source. All of the tools that we use around it help amplify and energetically maximize your ability to impact your reality. When we use candle magic assistance, it just draws in energies at a higher concentration. I like to do it. I feel that it adds clarity to answers. Here we go. So today we have the Dreaming Way Tarot bringing us the current situation, the situation at hand. We have the Crow Tarot bringing us the current outlook. And then we have the Golden Wheel Tarot bringing us the final outcome. So the situation at hand is the 3 of Swords. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That is about heartbreak with the 8 of Pentacles in the upright. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse and then the Lovers in reverse. This is actually, it looks very much like it is a relationship read. The 3 of Swords is about heartbreak, pain, despair, grief, and unfortunately loss. It is possible that it is something that you worked on for quite a long time. The 7 of Swords in reverse does suggest that you had a very unpleasant epiphany regarding a relationship with the lovers. This is a difficult energy. Sometimes when epiphanies and revelations are normally good things and they lead to our growth. They lead us on a new path. Every now and then, unfortunately, we have to make a decision about something that the situation, particularly in a relationship, it isn't what we thought it was. And what do we do from this point forward? I'm going to clarify everything, but it does look like something you put a great deal of effort into, thinking that it would develop and probably sustain the rest of your life. Turned out to, the clarity here that is being reflected, it looks like it caused pain. Let's find out what else is going on. This is not going to apply to everybody because it is a general read, but I do get the sense that the way that the information was revealed to you was exceptionally uncomfortable. I'm really, really sorry. I'm getting the sense that it came to you in the form of somebody else delivering the news, of discovering something in an unpleasant manner. I think it really, it almost made it worse. It was insult to injury. Something was concealed from you, I think repeatedly. You may have even found out that a partner has a problem with repeated lying, perhaps lying as a form of problem solving. The current outlook is, oh wow, it's fitting. This is the Nine of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Seven of Cups in the upright. This is actually. And then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So there has been anxiety around this situation. At present, you have stepped away. You're no longer working on it. That's this card combination with the Nine of Swords in reverse. You have relieved your anxieties simply by kind of withdrawing. And sometimes taking a pause, taking a breather is the best thing to do. Reflect to figure out what the next step is. You've had many ideas. That's the Seven of Cups with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. But this is a long-term investment, and it's very easy to say, well, the answer is clear, but it's not. When you've got a lot of time in, when you've dedicated a lot of your energies and your vision of the future to what a relationship will be, it is exceptionally difficult to let it be that cut and dry. Some people lie as a protective device. Often people who were abused as children, who grew up in an atmosphere where it wasn't safe to tell the truth, learn to be fabulous, to be liars in order to protect themselves. If it isn't safe to tell the truth, sometimes people learn to lie as a coping mechanism, and it gets a little out of control and they aren't able to abandon it. They aren't able to change the behavior. That is what is being reflected over here and here as well. The stories this person has told has really challenged the structure that is your relationship. This might be in a work environment, but it is more likely with an earth sign. I find that for whatever reason, pentacles are more likely to reflect astrology more accurately, but that doesn't have to be the case. The only way for you to feel better has been to withdraw from the situation. The current, okay, the Nine of Cups in reverse, the final determination, the Nine of Cups in reverse with the Five of Wands in the upright, the Hanged Man in the upright, and then the Seven of Swords in reverse as well, have all come out. Sometimes you do have to, normally I read the Nine of Cups as being an entirely positive card. I'm almost saying it's my favorite card because it is about getting what you wish for. It just takes more time. The confusion that you're feeling is making you wonder what it is you should do. Oddly enough, the cards are not providing as clear an answer as I would like. This looks like taking a little more time to reflect with the Hanged Man. That is what the Hanged Man does. The Hanged Man steps back. What you're doing right now is considered the right thing by the cards. That's what the cards are backing up as your action. Until such time as you discover your inner truth, what it is you want, what it is you desire, what it is you're truly wishing for. That's how I'm seeing this particular Nine of Cups in reverse. Is not that you're not going to get what you want. It's just that learning something here has changed what you think you want from the future. Until such time as you determine that for yourself, and it is only something that you can do, kind of looking deep within, calling out to above to find what your answers are. Only time and reflection will bring that to you. So in terms of which direction should you go inwards. Sometimes the yes or no format, it's not as cut and dried as that. I'm going to pull clarifiers here. Since I do suspect it is a relationship, I am using the Everyday Witch cards. I'm going to go to some clarifying cards, and then I will use either the Quantum or the Energy Oracle, depending. And if need be, I will pull a Romance Angel too. But let's see if we can get any clarification cards for this particular read. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This is also somebody normally very stable or who has given the, at least the appearance of having been stable, has apparently not been telling the full truth of a situation. I'm always saying that the reasons for deceit are not necessarily sinister, but it is still not okay to deny a partner the truth that's taking somebody's agency away. And it's not okay. I'm going to shuffle 4 more times. I'm going to put it down and cut. This is 1, and then 2. See if we can get some more clarifiers. Okay, and then 3, that's the Knight of Cups, and then we have 4. All right, well, many things wanted out. Okay, this situation may have in fact involved a third party is what it is looking like. Group number 1, already we're fairly deep into the heavy stuff. The Yes or No Tarot, I wish it was about which prom dress somebody should buy. Usually it's not. It's usually about determining a fork in the road. This particular fork appears to be with a relationship. It does look as if somebody hurt you in a matter of love. It is possible it involves a third party. You're actually quite good about concentrating on what is left over in a situation. You're not somebody who sees the glass as half empty. You are always trying to see it as half full. That is holding you back a little bit in this situation because it does look as if someone strayed. Remember, there are complex reasons that somebody might have been unfaithful. That doesn't mean that you have to forgive them. Even if it comes from a place of childhood damage or understandable reasons, your partners are not projects. You don't need to fix somebody. This is saying that you've had an unequal relationship. This is the 6 of Pentacles in the upright with 4 of Cups in reverse. We have the Page of Wands in the upright and then the 3 of Cups in reverse. So 3 of Cups is one of the things in reverse that indicates that there has been a third party involved in your relationship. It is possible that you have been the third party and you have just simply found out that you are. You are being called upon to take some action. In the yes or no format, the answer to this is no. No, you should not remain in this relationship. It is causing you to lose balance in the relationship with yourself. This is the Temperance card in reverse. It's also the card of Libras, by the way. Again, I don't do a lot with astrology, but I did in the intro recommend one of my friends' channels who's excellent at it. It's not that I feel I'm bad at it, it's just other people specialize, and it's better to go to people who really know what they're talking about when you're interested in a particular subject. So I am reading this as a loss of internal balance. This has really knocked you off your own foundations. You have the 4 of Wands in the upright. To regain your balance, you do need to apparently release the expectation that this will have a good emotional outcome. If you are the third party, trust me, there's no judgment here. We are complicated people. We're always looking to try and find our emotional answers. And we look to partners to kind of fill in the holes within us. Truly, the only way to be whole is to become whole as yourself and to know that you are enough as an autonomous person, that anybody else who receives your love is receiving a great gift, and it should be treated as such. If somebody has had you involved in a situation where they already have a partner, remember that is devaluing your relationship. Something that is hidden, something that is secret, something that is considered essentially a breaking of a promise to another person. There are circumstances in which that is simply what happens and there are no villains, truly. And I'm not saying anybody in here is a villain, just that the lie that was revealed, I do suspect your partner is a habitual liar, and I don't think that it will get better over the course of time. I do know that this is not a behavior. Anyone can fix in another person. Until such time as you leave this person behind, it is going to be a recurring problem. Not necessarily in what looks to be, again, a straying energy, as if somebody has has involved a third party in a relationship, or you are the third party. Until such time as that person sort of addresses their underlying damage, it will continue to be an issue. It would be best, according to these cards, to say no to this, to step back, to reflect upon, if you knew, why you got involved in a situation that would lead to you feeling as if you were a second choice. There's work to be done for you as well. And again, I am genuinely not judging. We are very complex in our relationships, in the way we process love, and the way we feel our own value. This no is saying, no, you need to work on you. You need to know who you are and what you're worth. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Not somebody in the comment section, and by the way, please leave me comments. I'm always very interested to hear what people have to say. Someone in the comment section on another yes and no video said one of the wisest things ever: not all no's are catastrophic. And that is entirely true. A no just means that your yes is in another area, perhaps in another time. When something isn't for you, it isn't a judgment. Sometimes it's the biggest favor that the universe can do. And I'm so sorry for your heartbreak. Genuinely, I do not like the card, the Three of Swords. I just don't. It means that someone has been in a lot of pain. Spare yourself more pain. Do the interior work that will restore your balance, make you know your value, and find the right partner for you. That's what these cards are saying. But I'm going to get some cards from the Oracle, the Quantum Oracle. This is deserving. I only read these cards in the upright. That's at least a little funny. I'm going to shuffle 2 more times. I'm going to put it down and cut. Okay. We have deserving, your higher self, and then new beginnings. Do the interior work. Find out as much as you can about yourself. Learn to know yourself, both your detractions and your attributes. It is difficult to accept, but we're all a work in progress, no matter your age. We are all trying to correct the things about us that perhaps don't serve us well. That is not a scolding or a shaming. No one is perfect, and no one expects you to ever be perfect. But if you make being slightly better as many times in your life as you can a goal, then by the end of your life, you really have perfected as much as you can, and you have continued to evolve on your path, on your journey. And you will hopefully find somebody who is more worthy of your love, your commitment, your energies, and do not look to someone who has already broken a promise to somebody else to keep one to you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm very sorry that this was not one of the lighter reads, but do know you are worthy of love. You are not defined by your past, and you can carve out your future. Take care. Thank you for joining me. In a moment, there will be an insert. If you would like to contact me for a private reading, it has the information on how to do that. If you wouldn't mind liking this video, sharing it, and subscribing, I would genuinely, genuinely appreciate it. Take care of yourself and to know your own value. Hello and welcome back. If you chose the blue candle, then this is pile number 2, and this is your reading. Candle Magic assisted readings, what it does is it helps amplify the energies available to us to give us the most clarity in an answer. I really enjoy doing Candle Magic assisted reads. I don't know a lot of other people who do them. In real life, in my professional office, I don't do them often, but when I'm reading online, I do have anointed candles burning somewhere in the house, even if they're not available on camera. So we have the situation at hand from the Dreamer's Way Tarot. We have the current outlook from the Pro Tarot, and then we have the final answer from the Golden Wheel Tarot. Let's see what's happening here. We have the Devil in the upright, we have the 3 of Wands in the upright, we have the 8 of Swords in reverse, and then we have the 2 of Wands in the upright as well. The Devil is about, of course, a relationship that is perhaps not serving you. It does look as if there are better choices available to you with the 3 of Wands, and that there is, the only thing holding you back is you. I don't know that this actually involves a relationship of a romantic nature. I think this might be making a choice about what path to pursue. Perhaps what career, that seems possible, or what opportunity is available to you. One of them is calling out to your lesser self, that is the devil in the upright. And then apparently there are two choices from which to choose that are currently sort of plaguing you. You have the Two of Wands in reverse. There are good choices available to you, but you're not sure which one to take. You're not sure which is the path to ruin and which is the path to paradise. So let's find out. All right. The current outlook is the Ace of Cups in reverse with the Lovers in reverse, with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, with the Eight of Swords in reverse. There is apparently a relationship in your life that is ending. It's not necessarily romantic. It's possible that what has happened here is there was a breakup. It has caused emotional and financial instability, and you're trying to see what it is you can do going forward. You're looking for your path going forward. The breakup has already occurred. You do not need to leave behind the relationship, but you do know you need to find a path going forward. That's what these choices are about. The indecision of the devil is also present. Temptation is also what the devil represents. We have the final answer is the Three of Swords in the upright with Temperance in reverse. And then we have the Four of Wands in the upright with the Ace of Cups in reverse. I think this is going to be my second no in a row. The question that you're asking, the one that you want to know is this a yes or is this a no? This is a fairly resounding no. I will continue to pull clarifiers on it, but what you're considering, if you decide yes, it's not going to end well. The cards are answering really quite definitively no. The Three of Swords, I'm always on and on about how I really do not like that card because it is about pain. It's about suffering. It is about despair, and it is about grief. There is a loss of balance reflected with the Temperance card in reverse. For some people, and general reads, it's not always going, collective reads are always interesting. There are pockets within a collective. Not every single person has the same experience. Even a collective read, you will be drawn to something that contains the energies that you're facing. It is possible that you are contemplating giving up drinking, your relationship to drinking. This is going to be a very strange path to take. If that is the question you're answering, the cards are saying that you do need to give up your relationship to alcohol. That's what the Ace of Cups in reverse can mean with the Four of Wands in the upright. The Three of Swords with the, if you continue to drink, it will lead to heartbreak, is what this is saying. If you are asking a question that is about any other choice, however, this is a no, because your final outcome contains the Three of Swords with a loss of balance, the Three of Swords being pain. There truly aren't any good interpretations of the Three of Swords. And I know almost all tarot card readers say every card has a positive and a negative, and you grow and you change and you become stronger after the Three of Swords. This is true. However, when you have it and it's current, it is the worst feeling. And it is impossible to believe, oh, this is for your own good. It isn't. Suffering is never for your own good. Growth is for your own good. And that's what results from the alteration of this type of grief. But the grief and the pain is not for your own good. It is not for your highest self. There is a relationship, however, that is not making you happy. And it will not, should you remain in it. So it would be a yes, give up your relationship to alcohol. So no, don't continue to drink if that is what you're asking about. And then if it's not, then it's a no. Please give up the relationship you're asking about over here. Whatever it is that has caused this it's challenged your stability. It's challenged your belief in yourself. Yeah, it's challenged your view of the world as well. I am going to go to the Little Prince Tarot for some clarification. I'm trying to keep these kind of shorter, simply because sometimes a yes or a no. This is a no, with the proviso that I suppose it could be yes, quit drinking, or, you know, no, continuing to drink, not your path. This is just an odd pile in which there are two possibilities that are equally likely. Either way, be careful. The course you're considering will cause you pain and more dissatisfaction. Your path, you need a different path. You need a different path. All right, let's get going here. Can I get some clarification on this current outlook here, this current situation, the situation at hand? Can I get some clarification on that? I'm going to shuffle 3 times. I'm going to put it down and cut. Okay. I found that putting a time limit on my shuffling has a tendency to make the spirits move a little quicker on putting things out. One more time, I guess. That felt weird. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is the end of something that apparently used to encompass almost all of your life. You are contemplating the end of something that has been really definitive of your experience. It has caused a loss of stability in the Hierophant in reverse, which can be the card of Torrens, by the way. With the 8 of Pentacles, the work that you have been doing on this, it has yet to yield the results that you want. The Hierophant can be the card of non-conformity. It can be the card of mentorship. It can also be the card of a structure gone wrong. For instance, in the case of a marriage that perhaps you shouldn't be remaining in. When the Hierophant appears, it is telling you that don't be a prisoner of a structure as well. So we have the 4 of Swords here in the upright with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Pick those up, and they just kind of drifted on out. I'm clarifying the yes or no portion, by the way, not the current outlook. What's going to happen after that, please? Can I get one more, please? Can I get one more, please? Yes or no tarot is always a very popular thing, and I always know that it's going to be a little difficult because people are hardly ever asking about trivial matters. Do contemplate what you're doing. Begin a new cycle. The Knight of Wands in the upright with the 8 of Wands. Taking action, going forward, make the progress that you know you need to take. Interestingly enough, pile number 2, I feel certain you already knew this answer deep within. I think that when the Devil card appears, there's little doubt in your mind that a relationship to whatever it is, it can be a person, place, thing, substance, is not actually good for you. No, don't remain with a thing that is not good for you. Yes, give it up. It's a little bit of it's a mixed bag here, but you're going to know what the answer to this question is, simply because the cards have just said, if you continue what you're doing, your life is going to continue to cause you more pain. Try to go towards healing. Try to remember that there are more options available to you than you are perhaps currently considering as well. The other thing that this read was recommending was to continue to give this situation some thought. I'm going to get some clarifiers from the Quantum Oracle, which I'm very fond of. I only read it in the upright, by the way. Just don't like the meanings in reverse as much. I don't find that they work as well. I like it because it speaks in an almost narrative fashion. It will tell its story. It will tell its story by flinging its cards sometimes. All right, we have the Honoring Path, Kindred Partnership, and then we have New Beginning. In an odd enough turn of events, apparently the relationship that you need to leave behind, whatever it is if it's to a person, if it's to a substance, frankly, it may be both. Codependent relationships function like addictions. Give up your codependent relationship. There is actually a soulmate connection waiting for you. This is the kindred partnership with a new beginning. And then the honoring path. This is what we are called to, that is for our highest good. A lot of times people hide in escapism, in substances, in relationships that are all-encompassing, in order to ignore their true calling, in order to... It's not shirking of a duty. Sometimes it's difficulty accepting that that could possibly be the true answer for us. Group number 2, thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, and I do hope it helped you, please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider sharing it. Please subscribe. There's going to be an insert in a moment if you'd like to book me for a private reading. It contains all the information on that. Take care of yourself. Please remember how worthwhile you are. Don't do things to harm yourself. You are worth good treatment, you are worth good love, and you are worth the progress and the work it will take to make that progress. Take care. Thank you. Hello and welcome back. If you chose the pink candle, then you're pile number 3, and this is your reading. The point of candle magic assistance is that it amplifies and magnifies the energies available to us, and I find it helps clarify, bring clarity to readings. As far as I know, I am one of the only tarot card readers who does candle magic assisted reads, and I don't do it in person very often, although it is available upon request. Let's see, we have the Golden Wheel Tarot bringing us the final answer. We have the Crow Tarot bringing us the current outlook. And then we have the Dreamer's Way bringing us the situation at hand. Let's see what's happening here. We have the 9 of Wands in the upright. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse as well. So this is actually almost perfect balance. You have been trying really, really hard on something, and my gosh, you're tired. This is a card of fatigue in both incarnations. One of the ways that you've been running away from your mental activity and running it away, that is not an accusation. It is completely natural when you are faced with something that is a little overwhelming to withdraw and to perhaps pour effort into a project over and over again in order to distract yourself. However, it looks also as if you have been trying to find the way to stop a rather punishing cycle over here. Something you're doing is draining you, and you want to know how to be able to rest. This looks like it has something to do potentially with obsessive compulsive disorder, potentially. It's not going to apply to everyone. Collective reads, valid answers can be contained within the same reading, and they can differ for different people. Take what resonates with you, and if something then following it doesn't, remember that doesn't invalidate the rest of the message. Parts of this may be for you, parts of it may not. There are going to be multiple messages available. This may have to do with anxiety and OCD. It also may have something to do with, quite simply, feeling as if you are not putting in the effort that you should to accomplish what you need to. The current state of the problem is you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and then you have the 5 of Swords in the upright, with the 4 of Cups in reverse, and then the 5 of Pentacles in the upright. So 5, there's a lot of change. The energy of change is the number 5. The Ace of Wands is the need to end something. There is the need, something has ground to a halt creatively. You may be so exhausted that you're unable to come up with a new idea. There's a lot of conflict surrounding this. The chaos and confusion of the 5s. Change brings with it the energy of not complete disruption. Sometimes you can make it your own, but it does mean that there is a disruption of the flow of energy in your life. You do have to sort of bob and weave and bounce in order to accommodate the changes. They are worth it. Eventually things do settle down. But let's talk a little bit about the 5 of Pentacles, because it's the most difficult energy represented here. The conflict here, arguments. There's something that's in dispute. It's probably in a relationship. It is definitely stressing you out. This may be a relationship to yourself if we're talking about the OCD problem. By the way, the simplest answer for if you are suffering from an obsessive compulsive disordered behavior, please seek help. For one thing, there's lots of help available. But also know that you can essentially program your compulsions. And that's why seeking out behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, which is not available through tarot, but it's also one of the things that helps hone that message. If you're not able to afford a mental health professional, know that learning healthy patterns and adopting those. A lot of times, people with a disordered way of thinking, of acting, can redirect that energy into healthy order. It's still a little compulsive, and you do have to watch that you're not just doing something to do it, 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 to do it. But you can choose healthier things, healthier repetitive cycles is what that means. For instance, if somebody has an eating disorder where they like to binge eat, they can teach themselves to binge eat vegetables and it's a little bit better. Or they can take that exact same need to do more and more and more and perhaps organize their closets. There is a way to redirect a disordered thinking pattern. It is best done with the help of a professional. This is a little bit about the chaos that can go on in somebody's mind as well, the conflict within, understanding that you're doing something that is self-punishing. But there is also the Five of Pentacles here, and this is one of the things I rarely talk about. This is a card of rejection, being left out in the cold, and of monetary deprivation. It is also the victim mentality card. And please do not take that as an insult, because we all fall into the trap of, why did this terrible thing happen to me? It wasn't a punishment, it wasn't a judgment. Sometimes things just don't work out. If it feels like that's been happening to you over and over and over again, that is a call in the energetic universe and from the universe itself and your spirit guides to find a different path. Make a change. Only you can change your luck in many respects. We all need a lucky break sometimes, but we have to keep searching for that break. Magic, which we can all do, is not writing out, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, and putting it in a notebook and setting it aside and expecting it to receive it. It is manifestation, writing things down, putting things into a solid form is very important. Candle magic uses candles as a tool. Journaling uses the focusing of will, the funneling of will into making something into the material world, taking it from thought to something that is material, tangible. That's an important step in something, but it's not the only one. You're supposed to then focus your thought, your will, and put the actions in behind it. All of the magic that I do is to boost the actions being taken. That's why most of the magic I do has to do with prosperity, with healing, with removing energetic blockages. I don't personally do baneful magic, and I don't have anything against people who do. Please understand that. I am not a moralizer in this particular area. Whatever you do is what you are called to. However, that being said, there can be energetic blockages around people, and sometimes they need to be dissolved so that then when they take their actions, it has more impact. When you focus as the tool, it becomes the action that you take in the real and physical and material world that will bring that to be in the real, physical, material world that we're interacting in. So the final outcome is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse with the Knight of Cups in the upright, the 10 of Swords in the upright, and then the 5 of Swords in the upright as well. My goodness, I have my third no in a row. Until such time as you decide to release the energy of the conflict within, you will struggle to find happiness. But when you do, things will begin anew, and you will have emotional fulfillment. This should be in the other order. 10 of Swords with the find a way to end the conflict within, the mental churning. Redirecting can help as well. Seeking professional help. If you have a behavior that is beyond your control, please seek help for it. If you cannot afford help, please look In all of the areas where information is available, make sure they are reputable sources. That can help tremendously as well. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is about starting something anew to find your happiness. Again, a little bit of a seesaw thing here. Yes, make the change. No, don't continue doing what you're doing. Is there a way to do it? If you're asking, should I go to a therapist, then the answer is yes. If you're asking, can I fix this by continuing to do what I'm doing? The answer is very, very clearly no. A change is being called for. A change is being called for. Yes to change is what this pile is saying. Yes, change it. And go towards the thing that you feel. Go towards the thing that is actually about releasing something. Do not continue to tread water. It is time to release. Yes or no tarot can always be a little bit difficult. It's not as nearly as cut and dried as it often sounds like it will be. I'm going to draw some clarifiers, by the way. I'm going to use the Animal Totem deck for this. This is a relationship to self. This is not a relationship to another person. Whatever it is that you're doing in a repetitive fashion to try and, I think, exhaust yourself mentally, know that you simply need to find a better pattern to really kind of replace that, to take the place of the destructive things that you have done to yourself, whether it's overeating, whether it is compulsively working, whatever it is that you're doing compulsively, it is draining you rather than adding to your energies, but there are ways in which to cyclical behaviors, compulsive behaviors, reprogram it, and there is freedom. I am pretty convinced this pile is about OCD, by the way. Here we go. Let's get going. Let's get going. Can I get some clarifiers for this? Just give me some clarifiers on just the whole thing, I think. Let's start with, I'm going to shuffle 4 times, put it down and cut. I've started stating a number so that I swear it starts making the spirits go, okay, well then we can't just, you know, fart around all day. Let's get her some cards. We have 2 more. Here we go. And 1 more time. So if there's a card that wants out desperately, out it comes. We have, okay, we have the Magician reverse. Yes, you are holding your power back. The Emperor. This is all about how your power is there. You have tremendous power. That is, by the way, can we talk about that? This is an OCD pile. If it's not, and this is not your pile, it just genuinely isn't. This is about compulsion. When you have OCD, the chances are incredibly good that you are able to do magic. You have the gift of compulsion. Our greatest gifts, when we do not utilize them, become our greatest enemies. And that becomes a disorder. That's how you turn compulsion into order. There's something that you're meant to be doing with that energy. You're not, and that's why you are compelled to do, and I'm not a therapist, I am not a psychologist, I am not, this is entertainment. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. However, what I have observed to be true in my clients and through the cards is that the energy that you put into a repeated cycle can then be redirected into something that is highly beneficial. Some people who compulsively hand wash can find that exhausting their energy through working out, for instance, is a good form. Yep, here we go. We have the 2 of Pentacles in the upright, the 10 of Cups in the upright, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, and then the 7 of Cups in the upright. Change the compulsion. Redirect your compulsion. And this is your outcome. Balance with happiness, stability, and an abundance of choice. I'm not sure what you were asking in the yes or no category, group number 3. But the answer is fairly clear to me, and that is, yes, you do need to change something. You do need to go towards something different, and you do need to address this thing. Whatever form you choose, I hope you find healing very soon. I'm going to the Quantum Oracle to see if it has anything to add. Optimism. I like this Oracle deck quite a bit. It's a very clear one. It's funny, this is a timeless reading, but I'm actually filming this in the week of Valentine's Day. And so far, not a lot about love. I thought I was going to be chock-a-block full of love, but not yet. There we go. I'm going to shuffle 2 more times. I'm going to put it down and I'm going to cut. That is 1. And this is 2. Interesting. We have optimism, new beginnings, the loving man, and then angels of the 4 directions. Group number 3. Apparently, when you go towards the positive change, you will make a fresh start. It is possible you are going to encounter somebody, and it doesn't mean a romantic partnership, but someone who you are either going to become the loving man yourself. Gender, by the way, meaningless construct. We all contain masculine and feminine energies. If you identify as a woman, you can still get the loving man card. If you identify as a man, you can still get the Queen of Pentacles. We are assigned a gender at birth and told what it means. And we are programmed societally to behave in a certain way and think that what we do is related to our gender in a way that it's not. It's mostly about how we're told to process our feelings more than anything. You will become more loving, and the angels of the 4 directions is about the entire world opening up. It is also the type of magic that a lot of people do. It involves the elements. It does involve the guardians who guard the 4 corners. It's one of the things that I'm always saying during magic. I call to the guardians who guard the 4 corners to aid me and to protect me in this and all that I do. Thank you so much for joining me. It looks to me like yes, change your pattern. Yes, change your pattern. I may have flip-flopped on the yes or no thing. No to keep doing what you're doing. Yes, make the change. Your path to freedom is in it. Thank you for so much for joining me. I hope this reading helped. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider sharing it. Please subscribe. There's going to be an insert in a moment if you would like to book me for a private reading. It contains my information there. I'm reaching for my remote control. Whenever I'm editing, I see myself doing this, and I'm always wondering if people wonder what I'm doing. I'm grabbing my remote. It will contain all the information that you would need to contact me. Please take good care of yourself. Group number 3, there is an energy here that something you're doing may be destructive to you. No matter what you take away from this, please know that you can live a better life if you make a change. Thank you. Take care. Be well. Hello and welcome back. If you picked the red candle, then you are pile number 3, and this is your reading. I'm smiling so much because the candle flame has been going up and down and up and down. Candle magic assisted readings help hone the energies, help condense them, and help bring clarity to a reading. It helps draw in the energy that you want. When we are working, we're the tool when we're doing magic. We can use things to help amplify and magnify that energy. That is what Candle Magic Assistant reading does. I find it brings more clarity to readings, and I genuinely enjoy it. Okay, we have this is the situation at hand. This is the current outlook with what you're doing, and then this is the final answer. So, the Dreamer's Way has the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Pentacles in the upright, with the Chariot in reverse and the 4 of Wands in reverse. It looks like Queen of Pentacles. By the way, the Pentacles are one of the few suits that I find has a tendency to apply to the tarot. Now, full disclosure, I'm a Taurus, so that makes perfect sense. Although I rarely manifest with a pentacle, I'm usually seen as the Queen of Wands in readings because I'm very fire dominant. But this could actually be a relationship between 2 Tauruses that is not quite working out. It has caused a loss of stability in, and again, I'm going to go into my gender speech one more time, but truly, gender is meaningless. We contain masculine and feminine energies. It is possible you have knocked yourself off balance in your relationship with yourself. There is a journey that you need to undertake. The Chariot in reverse is about something coming to a halt with a relationship. Don't surrender your power to anybody. I think as the Queen, you are likely going to be the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This can be a good energy if it is representing one person. The kings and queens tend to represent people versus energies. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That can't be comforting to hear, but the reason I said that is this is one of the more gruesome depictions of the Three of Swords, my very least favorite card, and not the first group to get it in this position, by the way. It is about loss. It is about things changing, and in a way that maybe we didn't choose, and it caused us a lot of pain, or even if we did, it still caused us a lot of pain. And to me, it looks like a new beginning has really caused you a great deal of pain. Your Queen of Cups can be a Pisces, by the way. These can be water signs. Now we have the King of Pentacles in reverse to apparently reclaim your own power and feeling of stability and to protect your emotions, although apparently it has caused some pain. You may have ended a relationship with the King of Pentacles. I believe that there is an end to your heartbreak, if not right now. That's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the beginning of something new, but also it can mean the end of something. Tarot is very flexible. Where are we going with this? What's the final outcome? We have the Page of Cups in the upright, we have Judgment in reverse, we have the Five of Pentacles in the upright, and then we have the World in reverse. Oh my goodness, yet another could be a maybe. The Judgment card is the card of channeling, by the way. It is the card of spirit messages, it is the card of epiphanies. It can also be the start of a new karmic cycle. To make yourself happy, you do need to start something new. Be careful. The Five of Pentacles, somebody, by the way, may be trying to impact your stability unfairly. This can be a card of material loss, but it is also featured with the World in reverse. The start of a new cycle can make you feel like you're all alone, because that is also the energy of the Five of Pentacles, but you are very much being urged to make that new start and to forge your journey by yourself. Potentially, not always. By the way, the need to be alone. I read in a bunch of different venues, and people, and it's not particular to women, but I do read a bunch of women. People can be very uncomfortable with the thought of being alone. Please don't be. Please remember to try and value your own company. It is the easiest way to be valued by another, is to understand you're worthwhile, you're worth hanging around. It's okay if you're just hanging out with you. It's better to be alone than to be with somebody who mistreats you, who does not appreciate you, God forbid lies to you, or in any way mistreats you. It is better to wait and be by yourself and be happy and to find your, I'm fine by myself. I'm fine by myself. I don't actually need another person. It would be nice, but it is not crucial. And that's the difference. Here, you're being asked to remember the start of something new is called for. You may be forging ahead alone. That doesn't mean you will journey forever alone. But there is value in being alone when it moves us away from the things that are not helping us any longer. I'm going to go to, this is, yes, you do need to be alone for a little bit. That's what this is talking about. And a little bit, what does that mean? Does it mean years? No, it does not mean years. Although potentially it could. If it takes that long to meet the right person, it is better to be alone than to be with the wrong person is the message of this. Don't fear being alone. Fear being with the wrong person. That will damage you far more. Far, far, far more. Far more. Emphasis on the far more. It is difficult to be alone because we feel like if somebody doesn't love us, then are we lovable? Yes. Yes, you're still lovable. Wait to find somebody that is truly worthy of that love, and you'll have a good relationship both with yourself and with that person. It is better to be alone. It is better to be alone than with someone who is a detriment to your existence. Let's get some clarification here. Wow, I've got cards flying. Are any of these okay? I'm going to take these because oddly enough, they do apply. The slow and steady progress of the Knight of Pentacles is joined by the Ace of Wands in the upright, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Ten of Swords in reverse as well. There has been something, you made the choice to bring a long process to a halt, is what it looks like. I'm really getting the sense that a long-term relationship has ended here, and that it is difficult for you to figure out what to do going forward. I am clearly going to be an advocate for it is okay to continue to be alone rather than to be with the wrong person. Bide your time, learn your lessons, take care of your emotions first, heal your emotional wounds, and you will have a new beginning. Search for new interests. That will help add to your emotional fulfillment. Page of Wands, Queen of Swords in reverse. You're very guarded about your emotions normally. It makes it worse. It makes it worse in the long run. It does. That's what the Three of Swords is about. Okay. You've been trying to hide how hurt you've been. I'm not saying walk down the street howling, oh, I've been hurt. What I am saying is that don't fear feelings. Don't fear feelings. They're A, not permanent, and then B, they have something to teach us. I am driven a little bit crazy when I'm told that things are for someone's highest good and that person has been hideously injured, which that is very much the Ten of Swords. In reverse, it can be about releasing emotional pain, but the pain is felt as you release it. So I do not support telling people this terrible, wounding thing happened to you because it was for your own good. That is not how it works. Sometimes we are wounded because other people are wounding. Sometimes we are wounded because we choose a direction that we kind of knew we shouldn't have. Often we are wounded when we are lingering someplace too long and not accepting that there is a need for change, and that ups the pain. But you are never, ever, ever injured by a higher power because it's for your own good. A higher power is not an abuser. And I don't think that other people, when they're referring to that, are trying to make a higher power sound like an abuser, but they're saying it to people who are in so much pain that it's not fair to phrase it that way. After you have healed, which is what the divine is there to help you do, the divine cares very much if you're in pain. I know it can feel like that's not the case, but keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and keep trying. Every time you've been injured, you healed eventually, and hopefully looked back and realized, maybe I'm better off now, but that doesn't mean the pain was the point of it. I learned from that pain. No, you learned from the change. Invite the energy of change and do it before it is an injurious one. That's for your highest good. The only thing that I find true about the highest good claim is that the change that the sometimes devastating effects brings about is for your highest good, but the pain never, ever is. Okay, that is enough for me on that. I'm going to draw energy cards to try and add to our situation here. I'm trying to keep these fairly short. What is this answer? The answer is, please continue being alone until such time as you are healed. Until you're fully healed. And time, by the way, it's the amount. When I said, would you be alone for years? Not necessarily. It is not about time as measured on a clock. It is about progress as measured internally. Some people can get it all sorted out in 6 weeks and hit the ground running. Some people might need a year. Some people might need 5 years, depending on the depth of their damage. But don't find that number 5 menacing. Just know that it's simply an invitation to, hey, the more you concentrate on the work you need to get done, the more quickly it will happen if you accept the need for it. So your answer, group number 4, is this yes or no format. You're going to know. You're going to know what this is, what it is you're contemplating. Should you start dating that person who has shown an interest in you just because it would be nice to have a person? No. Should you try and lean into feeling like it's all right if I'm by myself until such time as I like myself enough to believe that somebody else likes me? To understand that I'm valuable and that my love is a gift. That is what this means. Wait until such time as you will not accept poor treatment in exchange for the claim of love. All right, let's get going here. That was enough for me. Apparently, this is something I just do all the time. All right, here we go. I'm an advocate for change. I am a healing divine conduit. And the way that we heal things is absolutely by making sure that we undertake the change that we need to in as timely fashion as we can. When we do that, it is the least damaging to us. Change is disruptive, but it's not catastrophic unless we keep putting it off until such time as if you're exerting will on a situation saying, I won't, expect the universe to push back with equal force when you really need to do it. That's what for your highest good means. You were resisting something. Not that you brought it on yourself. It is so human to not want to change. There we go. Woo! Well, those are a lot of cards. Let's find out what they're saying. Everybody's going in the upright on this one again. I keep finding that these oracle decks just have a lot more resonance. Okay. So financial constraints and hostilities came out. There may be a dissolution here in which money is at issue. Try not to let that be the defining aspect. Money is not everything, but do stand up for yourself. Just know that stability is not just about a bank account. Stability is about knowing your own worth and being unshakable on your foundations by another person. We have the Angel of Love. This is also about self-love. It is about bringing into you the energy of a true love. And that is, you don't need it to complete you. You don't need it to validate you. It is something that nurtures your soul and helps you and carries you forward, but it is not the only thing that sustains you. You are. And then we have a woman holding a heart. Do heal your heartache is part of that. Yin yang. Find the balance of where a relationship needs to be, and you will have the sun in the upright. The sun in this particular deck is almost exactly interchangeable with the sun in the tarot, and it is the most positive card in the deck. It will shine light into the darkest corners of your soul. If you find the true balance and the true place of a relationship within your life, you will be shining light into every corner of your existence. Once you make yourself a friend, you always have somebody to support you. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Please consider sharing it. In a moment, there's going to be an insert. If you would like to book me for a private reading, it has the information on how to do that. Group number 4, that is a candle. The red color almost always represents love. Love you. Love you first. And if somebody else comes along and is worthy of that love, then love them right back. But don't let someone in that door for any length of time if they prove themselves unworthy. Wait for the worthy. You're worth that. Take care. Welcome back. If you chose the yellow candle, which I just lit again, oh, are you going to actually go out? That's never the, oh, there you come. This is about attraction, by the way. Gold helps attract things. I have, when I'm using these little spell chime candles, I don't leave them all burning when I have this many because they can all burn down. So the point of anointing candles and candle magic assistance is that we are tools and we can amplify and magnify the energies around us. This is one of the ways that I do that. By concentrating and focusing my energy, I'm creating a tool that will act as a lure. I like to do it with different substances. I should not be surprised that so many of these piles have been about relationships. I did use a joy elixir for all of the candles today. I just thought it would make the question set more interesting and uplifting, and maybe it would be about good choices. What college should I choose? That it has not thus far proved to be the case. However, we have the Dreaming Way Tarot bringing us the current situation. The situation at hand. This is the current outlook with the Crow deck. And then the final outcome comes from the Golden Wheel Tarot. Let's see what we're dealing with. We have the Tower in reverse. I'm sorry, I'm only laughing because it has been a read. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Empress. in the upright. This is a lot of thwarted passion following kind of a managed change, but a very, very, very significant one that has caused a slight loss of stability, and there is a need apparently to reassess, to try and rebalance. The Empress is about all things abundant and life-giving, and this is an endlessly resourceful figure in the tarot. The current outlook is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Six of Cups in the upright, we have the Eight of Cups in the upright, and then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not getting what you're wishing for at this particular time because you still need to go on a journey of self-discovery to find something new. The Six of Cups is my favorite soulmate card over and over again. I will say it and I will always mean it. It is loving, it is kind, it is generous, it is card of the past relationship. That means somebody sometimes in your physical past, but often from a past life. It is a soul contract card. It is my favorite soulmate card because it is the least selfish type of love. And that can mean that it is simply friendship. Not everything is romantic. However, with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands on the scene, it likely is. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Not a lot is, there's no progress on what appears to be a relationship that you would like to see come to fruition. You're not getting your wish yet, but your final outcome is the Five of Cups, the Hierophant, the Two of Wheels, those Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Balance will be achieved. Use your intuition. The Hierophant, there is a stability and a structure. Do not concentrate on what you've lost. The Five of Cups is always, 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 always a call to remember, be grateful, be grateful, be grateful, be grateful. You have much available to you. It does not, if this isn't working out, work on the stuff that you have that does, because apparently it's not quite over yet. So in the yes or no format, which does this mean? If you're asking about, will this relationship come to you? Let's get some clarifiers before I completely commit to that. This is a little bit all over the map. What are you trying to attract here? Is it more financial stability? Is it perhaps the restoration of the relationship? That is entirely possible. I'm going to keep going here. The High Priestess and the Empress together, I'm always intrigued to see them because to me they represent the complete feminine divine. One side being the Earth Mother type of energy and the other being the Goddess of the Moon type of energy where intuition rules the day. This is an enigmatic figure. Somebody who can do with a little grounding sometimes, but this is about having answers within, the balance within. What we got going here? We're clarifying. Ten of Swords, release the emotional pain with the Eight of Swords in the upright. That is the situation at hand. Yeah, something was lost. Something of a theme with this particular read. Something was lost and you don't believe in yourself enough. You just don't believe in yourself enough. That is okay. It's okay. We all struggle with that. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. That is a call to relax and step back, to know that not everything involves effort. Sometimes we have to sit and let things happen and be, and the energies around us, we create so much. There we go. Sometimes simply allowing ourselves time to pause and reflect is what is the best and most helpful thing we can do. Let's keep going here. Ooh, heavens to Betsy, I'm going to shuffle 3 more times. I'm going to put it down and cut. Got things flipped over as well, let's see. And one of them was the devil. There we go. All right, that's the devil. And then one more time. I'm going to do a quick search because I did have flippers. And those are, yeah, King of Wands. Okay. So your yes or no is not yet. It's not a no, but it's a not yet. There's still work to be done to find your balance, to release your burdens, to make things reality with the King of Wands. I think that maybe in this instance, the King of Wands is representing the Six of Cups here. You're very much focusing on what you're not getting with this person at the moment. Try not to. Try not to. Concentrate on finding your balance in other areas. This is still coming to you. The King of Wands is in the upright here. The Three of Pentacles, there's just work being done to make something a reality. That is the Seven of Cups in reverse, with the Ten of Wands in reverse as well. Things will be unburdened in the not too distant future. Your no is a not yet, which is actually really a yes, just a call to be patient. There is a slight energy here that suggests that you're chomping at the bit for something. Do other things. Concentrate on the other things that you have going on. What you want is a yes. It is just not in the time frame that you wish it to be. The yellow candles are all about attraction and finding something to come to you. It is coming to you. It's just that since this appears to be another person, they have their own stuff to do first. So why don't you do yours as well? I'm only making that kind of silly face because I can, you know, I understand this situation at a kind of a deep and core level. If you're waiting for another person, remember, they have all their own stuff. They're not just focusing on you. They have their own world. They have their own challenges. You could be incredibly important to them. You could be incredibly important. You could be their only true animating force. But they may have trouble animating themselves. Give them the time that they need. If you really, really want, it looks like this particular relationship, the not yet is, be patient. Be patient. Concentrate on your own stuff. Be absorbed in your own life. Be absorbed in your own journey. There's so much to draw your attention, your focus. We have new supportive connections. Interesting. Networking. This is a card of networking. Not sure what you're trying to get done, group number 5. But you have your own stuff. Just concentrate on that. Give your person, because that is your person. That is your person. This is the, none of the pink and the red did not yield anything that I thought it was going to be. Oh, certainly we're going to stir up a soulmate connection, because I'm filming this during the week of Valentine's, even though it is a timeless connection 2 more times. And this is the soulmate connection pile. The person you are waiting for simply has their own work to do. Discovery, present power, deception, increase, and travel with fear, teacher, and courage. Just kept going with that until I got something that resembled an actual narrative out of it. Okay. All right. This is actually pretty straightforward. Work with your own connections, your friends. Make them for yourself. Build your own world. Make it independent of a partner. That doesn't mean that you will never have time together, that you shouldn't go out or have the same friends. It's none of that. It's just that do not put your life on pause. Don't put your life on pause. The not yet, it doesn't mean be in a holding pattern. It means go forward. Trust that this is coming to you. Trust it. That is a soulmate connection. Just trust it. We have new supportive connections, work with your own network, discovery with present power. You will discover that you are a more powerful person than you believe yourself to be. Deception, increase peace. Deception. I'm not sure what is being hidden from you, but there is something that you don't know in the thing that you are waiting for. I am genuinely not getting the sense that it is a bad thing. Just that... Also be a little careful. That can be about... In your new supportive connections, make sure they're really supportive. Increase peace by a journey of discovery. You can teach yourself. You can release your fears simply by... teachers are about mentors. Mentorship does not mean, you know, you have to go to a guru. It doesn't mean you have to go to a class. You can be your own teacher. Courage. Just have the courage to keep going on this particular journey. That is what travel is. Ask for signs, you will receive them. But know that not yet doesn't mean never. It just means not yet. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this reading, know that things are coming to you in the time they are meant to, and your person has their work to do. Don't rush that process, or you will get somebody in your life who will have to go and complete that journey. It is better that they do this work and come to you when they are ready than to rush the process and to get somebody who is not in a healthy enough space to be committing to the relationship that is hinted at here. If you like this reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe. Please consider sharing it. I'm reaching for my remote. If you would like a private reading, there's going to be an insert in a moment that will give you the information on how to do that. Group number 4. You have everything coming to you. You're not being denied, but you're asked to be patient. And I make fun of the concept of patient constantly because I actually have quite a bit of patience, but I want what I want, and I want it now. I actually am a very patient person, just not when it comes to something I'm personally desiring in particular areas of my life. So I feel you on this. Try to have patience, because the results that you will receive when you do have patience are worth the wait. Thank you and take care. Hello and welcome back. If you chose the green candle, you are pile number 6, and this is your reading. The point of candle magic assisted tarot readings is it amplifies and magnifies the energies. I had anointed all of these with the same elixir, and I have found out that it absolutely rendered this into a love and relationship read. I'm going to be putting an insert all the way at the beginning of the video because of it. It is possible that this is the one that's going to veer off and go, oh, clearly this is about a job. Every single one of them has been about a relationship to self and to some behaviors engaged in. So there is one pile that is vaguely not about it, but that is about a relationship to self and or others. So we have the Dreaming Way Tarot bringing us the current situation. This is the current outlook with the Pro Tarot. This is the final outcome with the Golden Wheel. We will draw clarifiers for anything that we need to. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And we have the King of Cups in reverse. Well, as I said, apparently we're just chock-a-block full with... I'm only laughing because I did it to myself. I, anointed something with an elixir that joy does not necessarily always relate to love, but I had read the ingredients and I was like, that's, there's, hibiscus and, and they were all things that are associated with love oils as well. So I guess joy and love are hand in hand. All right, let's get going here. So this is a matter of love. This is yet another relationship with the King and Queen of Cups and the end of a journey with the Six of Wands or something not quite getting underway. There's progress that may have been stalled. You're trying to get something started that will bring you happiness. Things are out of balance. Things are out of balance in this particular read. Knight of Cups in reverse with this particular card combination. You just can't get started. We have the Three of Cups in the upright. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in the upright with the Four of Swords in the upright as well. So, at the moment you are just hanging out with friends and there is no contact with your person. You're not in contact essentially at all. Things have come to a screeching halt. What is the final outcome? We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Four of Cups in the upright. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse with the Two of Swords in reverse as well. I need clarifiers on this before I'm even going to go anywhere near it. At present, this looks like... Is that a no? No, it's not. It's a yes. It's a yes. It is a yes, but I'm going to let me clarify some things so that I can quit giggling about how all these have turned out to be about things I did not think they would be about. This is about growing. This is about growing first. You're probably wondering if your person is going to be coming to Tower in the upright. That's part of the clarification. Something changed things radically in your life. The complete break in communications has apparently just caused you some dysphoria. Is this person going to be back in touch? That's what we're going to end up asking here. The Two of Swords in reverse is very much about using your intuition, releasing your burdens. Is this the, can I get some, this is a hodgepodge of yet another, is this person coming back to me? I'm going to have to call this the yes or no love tarot, I think, because it does not appear to have anything to do, except for one pile has almost nothing to do with anything other than relationships. Okay, I'm going to shuffle this 3 times. I'm going to put it down and cut. Okay, and that was 1, I believe. 2, hey, and 3. I say that to the deck like it's not my own fault. I'm not shuffling very well. I'm a little discombobulated. I was not expecting this to... Oh my word. All right, so there is a connection that is causing you a great deal of pain. There's been a change in a very significant relationship. That is absolutely the situation at hand. Just in time for a spam caller to break through. So there's been a very significant change. This is another relationship read. There is a relationship represented by the Tower. There's been a big change in it. The Two of Cups is still in the upright. I don't believe it's over. I don't believe it's over. But I want to keep going here. It's something, this connection is just really, really dragging on you, though. Okay. Two of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Two of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands in the upright. Okay, well, I like where that's headed. Can I get some more, please? Can I get some more on the yes or no? This is, I think, another yes. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, that's wonderful. Not so much in the I feel alone, because I haven't heard from this person forever. What's going on here? 3 more times. One more time. Okay. So, the Six of Wands in reverse here is, again, this journey is not done. It's just not done. The Six of Wands in reverse means the same thing as it does in the upright. Things are still going to happen. Your wish is simply delayed. Have hope. Are you going to hear from this person again? Yes, you are. There is the Devil in reverse. They need to start a new cycle in order to end, apparently, your single status. And begin a new cycle with you. Your journey will be triumphant. It is simply not begun yet. So why haven't you heard from this person is what I think you're actually really asking. You are going to. It's not happening in the time that you want. This is the second pile to resolve in exactly this way. But this is a little more dire. This is more, you know, about, this is causing you more pain than it was causing the other pile. The person that you are interested in simply has something they have to resolve in their own life. Quite frankly, it looks like they may need to attend to something that they are doing that is an addiction. There has actually been, in this whole reading, there is a relationship between compulsion and wanting and needing to have patience. Have patience. Have patience. This relationship is not done, but it is not the time for it. So what is the answer on the yes or no? Honestly, it's a yes, but it is a not yet. Yet again, this is the second pile. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. So yes, just not in the way that you want, so also no. it's hard to figure out how to say the same thing over and over again. Somebody out there has got to really be in dire need of this message. It's come through several times. The person you love loves you back. They love you. 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 They are having trouble with something that they're doing that is perhaps not loving towards themselves. Just do your own thing. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. And that person will come to you. Now, does that mean that you have to wait on a shelf for them? No. No, it does not. It means if you meet somebody you're incredibly intrigued by, go out with them. You don't have to wait for this person. I'm getting the sense that you will, because that looks like a rare connection. That looks like a rare connection. Some things are worth waiting for. All right, so we have behind a mask and deception. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. All right, can I get a little bit more? Can I get a little bit more? I'm laughing only because if you watch any of my other videos, my general energy reads have been positively haunted by hidden motivations, deception, behind a mask. You don't know the full story. Listen, if you're the person doing the deceiving, please stop. Please stop. You will have a better life if you are truthful both with yourself and others. If you're hiding your feelings, it could be for a good reason, and that's okay too. Maybe the person that you're involved with or would like to be involved with isn't ready, and it looks like they're not ready to hear about it. So, fear, the loving man, commitment, the honoring path, milestone, professional assistance, playing it safe, angel of the four directions. I could keep going and just read the entire deck at this point. Group number 6. Yes, your person loves you. No, you can't be together right now. If you're asking why, it's not because you're unloved. It's because they have things they need to deal with. They have things they need to deal with. You can be a supportive connection in their life. You can. But they need help. And it looks like maybe they're going to get it. Angels of the four directions. Find your own balance. You reach out as a friend. Reach out as a friend. But if you can only have this person in your life as a partner, then stop reaching out. Let them do their work. You can let them know you'll still be there when they're done. But for real, if you cannot stop putting pressure on a person to have a relationship with you, stop reaching out to them. You are disrupting the work that they are doing. Just know, trust, have faith. This is the universe saying, please have faith that this person truly does love you, truly does care about you, and they are just engaged in a battle that is actually very difficult for them. You are the thing that gives them balance. Trust that, but quit asking for validation and confirmation from them. Look for it from yourself, in tarot readings, from apparently a variety of sources, but try not asking that person. Don't ask for it. They don't have enough to give right now. They have to be giving to themselves, and that is not because they are choosing themselves over you. They genuinely, they have something going on they have to work on. They just have something they have to work on. I'm going to break with a little bit of tradition here, and my 6th pile is going to apparently be a little bit longer. I would like 2 or 3 energy cards, and then I'm going to go to the Romance Angels, because this is the one that is, it is a really tough message to hear from any reader. Please stop reaching out to this person. Please stop reaching out to this person. But I'm getting it over and over and over again. You're not helping. And I think all you want to do is help, but you're putting pressure on them that is exacerbating the problem. They need to have the time, the space, the peace to understand themselves. We have the 3rd chakra, Archangel Shemuel. We have the 2nd chakra, Archangel Ariel. This is going to be your sacral and sacrum chakra, with adjacent possibilities, yin yang, the garden and the gate, and the goddess of the moon. Adjacent possibilities, listen, you can date somebody else if you want. You can. You don't need to sit there and wait for this other person. They have a lot to do. They have a lot to do. You can wait if you want. Yin yang, you just need to find your balance. The garden and the gate. Quit sitting at home waiting for them. Go out, explore your own life. The goddess of the moon. Look within. Trust the messages that are coming to you. This is the card of intuition. Trust the messages that are coming to you from other sources. The person that you are invested in has to do their own work. And they are not communicating with you because they're afraid they're holding you back. Let them do their work. They cannot be worrying about you right now. They've got something serious going on. I apologize. I don't like to scold anybody, and I'm not. I'm genuinely not. This message is about freeing you by letting you know what you want is coming to you. This person does love you. They have a demon to slay. They have a dragon to confront. They have their own work to do before they can be with you. And they can't tell you what's going on right now because you're so important to them. Sometimes silence is based in caring. It's not neglect. But please give this person the space that they need. They need this space. And you can do other things in the meantime. The adjacent possibilities card does not necessarily mean pursuing another romance. Sincerely, when you're in love, you're in love, and some people are monogamous to the bone in that way, and you would rather wait, and that's fine. But don't just wait. Find something else to do. Develop a hobby if you need to. I'm being a tiny, tiny bit irreverent only because it's okay to lighten up as well about this. Even if it's your soulmate, even if it's the thing that has been karmically and cosmically imprinted on your soul, you need to do something other than fixate on it for your own good as well. Let the silence be filled with your own activities, your own voice, and your own interests. And if you need to reach out to this person, just let it be to know, hey, I'm going to quit bugging you, but do know I love you. I will be here for you when you need me. All right, let's get a couple of romance cards. This is the only group that I've chosen, that I've been pulling them for, despite a lot of relationship energy. This group's going to be just mattering heck at me. All right. And this is not going to help. Okay. I'm going to scrap this because it does not make a lot of sense, and I don't think it adds to this. I think we already got to the point where, I mean, there was things about new love and separation, and it was, sincerely, this was all just contradictory. I'm going to assume that happened because we already got the message out. Live your own life for a while. Focus on you. You have your own stuff to do. If a relationship is so important to you that you can't function when it's not in your life, you have your own stuff to do. Relationships shouldn't mean that much. They shouldn't. You should be whole and sturdy by yourself to be the healthiest version of you. Thank you for joining me. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please consider sharing it, and please subscribe. If you didn't like this message, know that I didn't actually like delivering it. But it was something you needed to hear. Please take care of yourself. Please focus on your own life. Please know your person loves you. They just have something going on that they have to attend to first. Take care. Be well.